Oh dear God, my poem rhymes. Where did we meet, you might say now, and so, lest you forget, the place we talk, the place we meet, indeed, the place we met. Though I squander there most carelessly, I never do regret that it's here, from whence you view this now. It was the internet. It's quite the best for catching up and scrawling notes on walls, or researching the old feud between Tupac and Biggie Smalls. So I'm always watching viral vids of dudes kicked in the balls. That's unless I don't have access or my speed slows to a crawl. How did you know me anyhow and find me on the grid? It was in a room for chats perhaps, discussing some white kids. Or maybe you're a YouTube pal and know me from my vids? Whichever way you've seen this now. What's done can't be undid. And so, whether I'm on Twitter or on MySpace or Facebook, it seems what the web offers me has got me on a hook. So aside from all the silliness and all the time it took, I seem to love it too much not to take another look. The question for this week is, what is our favorite poem or short story? My favorite short story is probably not the traditional thing and probably not really what Mackenzie was asking. But it's a story that my stepbrother wrote for my friend Carl. And I'm going to read it because it's hilarious to me. Okay. Once there was an awesome kid, and that's crossed out guy, that's crossed out man, named Carl. He was an awesome man. He likes comedians, in parentheses, himself, but not in that way. One day, he goes to In-N-Out and gets a 4x4. Carl has gotten his delicious burger, worthy for himself, and notices there are onions on it. I didn't want onions on my 4x4, he exclaims to the manager. The manager doesn't like complainers, in parentheses, or cool people apparently, so she tied him up to a rocket and launched it into space. And then in parentheses again, Carl is so cool, he can breathe in space. Amanda's cool people are being launched into space sense was tingling. She flew into space and freed Carl from the rocket and brought him back to Earth. Later that day, Amanda and Carl went to Parkside to eat dinner, and there was another cool person there. This person's name was Trevor Moore. He was a comedian, so Carl and Trevor got together very well. Amanda already knew Trevor, so she didn't have to introduce herself to him. And that is the story how Trevor and Carl met each other. The end. And then there's a little arrow pointing to like the lowercase d and the N. It says, supposed to be capital. Oh, and the guy that tried to kill Carl blew up. Yeah, that is the end. Wait. And the manger was Courtney Love. And then there's little arrows pointing to Courtney Love, and it says, no capitals, because she's a poop lady. So, that's the story my brother wrote, and it's my favorite short story, because it is awesome. And I guess that's it for this week. Subscribe if you haven't yet, rate your favorite videos, do your own video responses, and I'll see you next week.